Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another episode of Total War Arena. So we are back with a bit more Ambiorix with the tier 7 Barbarian ambushers. So these female archers are an exacerbation of the previous playstyle of the Barbarians. Basically they get even shorter range, but kind of really heavily increased damage. So if we just take a quick look, basically all their skills are in their aggression points. You know, they have really high missile weapon damage. I'm at 167, but I'm not yet fully upgraded. We've got another 7 to go on there from the ambusher bow, and a little bit more penetration damage as well, which is obviously something else they get. They get 13 plus 6, so they get 19 penetration. Pretty high, really, for... Yeah, it is 19. Checking I haven't got my maths wrong. And that is pretty high for an archer unit. And they get the 10% reload time with the next bow as well, which is something I'm looking forward to. So that'll take their reload time from 4 down to, I don't know, 3.67, something like that. So yes, they're really good. All their abilities are in their damage. I'm also running them with 2 consumables because at tier 7 is the first tier you unlock 2 consumables. So for me, I'm not really a fan of the different arrow types, you know, the range arrows or the extra damage arrows, etc, etc. For me, I prefer just the permanent abilities, which in this case is the hunt, which gives a little bit of missile weapon range but a nice bit of movement speed, which is nice. And the best one obviously is the sacrifice animals for that 16 missile weapon damage. It's such a good amount. Is really quite enjoyable. So yeah, a lot of damage, pretty short range though. As the unit themselves, they just have pretty standard armor, a bit of shield armor, but not a lot. No particular missile block chance, so they gain a little bit with the next shield. And that's really all there is to say about them. They're just an exacerbation of the tier 6 really. High damage, low range. They also get a new ability, Ambusher's Flurry, increasing reload time and a little bit of extra damage. Yeah, it's not too bad as an ability. Obviously you get the 8-second tired movement stuff afterwards, which is not quite so ideal, but yeah, if you're in a nice position and you're safe to use it, then it's obviously a bit of extra damage is never amiss. So let's hop into a battle with these guys and see if we can actually do okay. So, we are loading into battle. Initially, I always tend to go for this ridge because obviously this side of the map is quite a lot more powerful, I feel, than this. This watchtower obviously provides much better visibility, and you get an unseen ridgeline here, which it's not very often necessarily that the enemy team will try and rush this valley partly because of this ridgeline and how dangerous it is. But you know, every now and then you get a few cavalry that venture forwards, or some infantry that venture forwards, and it's just 3 shots. So it seems like generally, to me, a pretty good starting place. So we'll move up there and see if we can see anything. Normally we get some support. Looks like we have got some tier 8 veteran velites coming with us, some javelins. Hopefully they'll get the tower as well. Although we'll perhaps throw a unit on the tower because of course you do get all the extra spotting points for being able to see from the tower. So we'll go with them. What does that give us? So we've got an elephant, some war dogs over there, and artillery units, and some Greek cavalry in the base. That is Roman cavalry. So these guys may come up this ridge, so we've got to be a bit careful of that. Looks like we have got an enemy tier 7 premium elephant coming across the river. But also it seems like they may be playing it a bit safe. He's just sending one, so I'm assuming he's investigating. So I might just, for the second, hang on. But if he's going to turn, then we'll fire a volley at him, because we'll get some damage into his rear. Oh, we won't if we miss. Like that. Okay, so we had one opportunity and I missed. But we did get 900 spotting points, so it's not all bad. So we've just got cavalry down the bottom. War dogs hidden over there. No one's really wanted to make any move apart from over here where there's a bit of a cav fight going on. It's like we're winning. But there's some experienced players. And archers coming over on that side. Kind of a tough one, to be honest. Got these units of Romans here, which if they were going to come down to defend me, I could fall back to them at least. Let's get some shots into these Greeks then, and then think about running away. It's not going quite so well as I had initially hoped, although some of them are still in range actually. If they're not going to come for me, then it becomes a much more inviting target. Try and keep some damage on those Agamemnon cavalry. You know, the high weapon damage of these guys means each hit does quite a lot. Which is why these guys are so effective. Although if those Romans are going to be able to tie those Greeks into combat, then that should really do for those Greeks, I would have thought. We'll go for a focus fire into the back though. See if we can hit without causing too much friendly fire. You can see what we're doing, but hit like 50-60 damage per shot. And that's where we cause so much damage per volley. You know, we cause almost 3,000–4,000 damage for that volley, which is really quite good. So try and keep an eye out for any allied units, any enemy units. And we're causing a small amount of friendly fire, but not too much. It's the reason why I'm not just sort of randomly shooting, though, is because obviously I know I'll cause a lot of friendly fire. I'm going to shoot at these swordsmen now in the hope that they're far enough back to not be a viable target. And we've got dogs as well. Let's get some volleys on these dogs if we can. So this is where we're risking causing friendly fire. Let's just see how much we do compared. But then we are doing quite a lot of damage against the dogs, and the dogs are quite a threat. But no, we'll stop there, I think. It's always kind of the balancing decision. You know, do you get them as they run? Yes, nice, you got a volley off. You know, do you stop shooting? When do you stop shooting when you're causing friendly fire? You know, you have to weigh up that. Sometimes a little bit of friendly fire is acceptable if you're if the allied unit is in a seriously threatened situation. So it's always kind of hard to balance. But anyway, let's quickly get back up the hill. It looks like a battle is going on down below, so we want to try and make use of our ridge. Have the enemy got any cavalry left alive? Yes, they have. Puff, puff, pass. Okay. So we've got to be careful of that. Let's have a look what we've got target-wise. We've got some spearmen down below. We might be able to hit without causing too much friendly fire. Let's activate our haste, because we get that. Ooh, that's nice. It's the benefit of the barbarians. We're in range, and they forced them into fight in the shade. So let's cease fire, because we're not going to be doing so much damage. Stop, stop, stop. Don't keep shooting. I'm going to look what else we've got in our range. An enemy unit of skirmishers, but they're pretty much dead. If these guys are going to turn their back to me, their fight in the shade will not be as effective as it was. So let's start to get some shots down into the back of them. Oh, they just turned in time. Make sure we're not being flanked by anything. You can see, fight in the shade, it's obviously not doing a lot of damage against them now. Most of the enemies there seem to be then in retreat from the centre. If this elephant comes into range, obviously we'll have a look at him. We could, of course, go into our fight from the shade mode, which will give us a bit of extra range. Sort of the real vertical thing, arcing way arcs, kind of makes it a bit hard sometimes to place shots accurately, particularly when there's friendly units around, because there's such a long delay between each fire. It can be hard to be accurate. Let's keep shots on this elephant. Obviously, we might as well make use of our flurry. Ooh. What's going on down here? We've got quite a bit of stuff going back. I think I'm going to keep my fire on this elephant. Particularly as it presents its back to us, we should hopefully overmatch its armour. And really start to get some damage on him. Yeah, like that. Oh no! That was a bad one. Cease, 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 cease. God, it looks like we are going to be capped out. I really thought we were going to get back in time, that we had enough troops back. Let's... Oh, now we've got enemy cavalry. Oh dear, this doesn't look good. I was hoping to get back. Alright, it's puff puff bass. We're not going to do it, are we? Come on, guys! Come on! Ah, nuts. Let's go for our crippling shot. We're in trouble now. Oh, okay. Let's try and double back on ourselves. Oh, we're going to lose on the cap out. Oh. Oh dear. Well, obviously we should have gone back sooner. I thought we had enough stuff back that we would be able to stand a reasonable chance of just keeping damage on the elephant and then pull back once the elephant was dead, and you know, we had enough stuff in base that it wasn't really going to be a problem for us. But apparently it was. That's definitely an error on my part. Hopefully that kind of gave a bit of an idea though of the damage potential these guys put out though. Didn't do an amazing amount of damage or anything, like just short of 2,000 aggression. You saw the amount of damage the units wreck up when they start to shoot in on undefended units. You know, like those hoplites in the valley below. You know, each volley was doing sort of 6,000–7,000. You're almost keeping up with sort of javelin damage with these guys, and they're not even yet fully upgraded. We're going to be getting more damage when we get the next bow, and we get that reload time buff, so we'll be shooting a bit quicker as well. Ambiorix, obviously, pretty consistent abilities. There's nothing greatly changed. Obviously, I've not got him fully upgraded yet. You know, things like haste, so we get a slight increase to the reload rate. Obviously, makes him shoot a bit quicker. Movement speed and stuff. The crippling shot gets a slight weapon damage increase, but it's still negative. It's going to take it to -1, so still not really any great improvement in my opinion. The other stuff, you know, a bit more range, a bit more accuracy, and obviously we get starting to get the negative terrain effect modifiers. But it's still minus 10% negative ground. You know, it's going to take, if you're in a forest and you're normally minus 10% missile weapon damage, you're going to be minus 9% missile weapon damage. So, it's not really a massive buff, if I'm interpreting it correctly. It's not really a massive increase in anything. It doesn't really make much difference, in my opinion. So, yeah, all in all, no massive changes in terms of Ambiorix. So getting up at tier 7, it's just sort of a general increase into his abilities and commander's abilities. So I think that's really all there is to say for these guys. Bit of a short video today, I know. I have really got to go though, so I've not got time to film another battle. But hopefully we should be back with some more footage of him in the next couple of days. So thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for lots more Total War Arena content, and I'll see you all on the next video.